At the National Pike Show up by Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is like a 1920 Bucyrus Erie wood. Look, it's got a wood house on it. And a giant, I guess it's a Buddha or a Murphy. I don't know which motor they got. It looks like it still runs. Gas power. See the carburetor? I'm going to pause it and try to get as much as I can in, but I've just got here now. It took 4 hours to get here. Assortment of antique garden tractors. Pretty cool. And some modern ones. They don't want you back here. I try to get it in small bits so I can get most of it on one video. The little antique motors. Let's check this out. I've been working on this since I've been like a little 10-year-old kid. Still not much changed really. Look at that old Briggs & Stratton. Probably still work too. 1947. Look at that. Nice. It's real Indians. Not the fake, real Harleys and real Indians. Look at this old gas station. Wow, is that a Studebaker? Yeah, I think it's Studebaker.
A tractor, yeah.
Studebaker? Yeah, it looks like one. All kinds of old tow truck. I don't know where to start here. Let's see. Rio pickup truck, that's really rare. Look at this giant Fairbox diesel motor. Look at the size of that thing. Wow. This motor, this Fairbanks, probably ran a giant oh no, it's an alternator. There's the exciter. There's the alternator. There's an early generator set for probably this whole small town back in the old days. Here it is, them moving it. What's it say? Bessemer. Oh, that's this big one over here. That's an old. See that? One cylinder. They used to run a pump, probably. That's a Rio pickup truck. I never saw one in the real world. Wow, we had diamond Rios. Rio Speedwagon. Look at this thing, man. I would have kept it all stock though. I wouldn't have customized it too much. That's cool, man. Let's see this. Diamond Rio.
You figure they probably make.
Here's a classic Mack B models. Built the country. It was so good. Here's an Oshkosh. This is like compared to Russia. This is like a snow truck. It'll go through 5-6 foot drifts. Old Ford fire truck. Look, there's a Confederate flag car. I don't really want to see that. I'm not interested. Let's see. Another newer Mack R model. Look at this, man. Brand new. It's only got. These go 1,000,000 miles. 3208 cat motor, a V8 cat. Wow. That's awesome, man. This thing sounds. I want to hear this thing. They didn't get a Mack V8. They got a cat V8. 1979. It's like perfect. Wow. Some cool little mini crawler dozers. I had a few M's like this. This is an H. I had an M. Let's see what else. I got a giant 988. What is that? 992. V8 motor. I gotta see that. Yeah, it's a 992. Which is a V12 probably. What's it got? A V. Yeah, it's a V12 cat motor. It'll load one tractor trailer pretty much in one bucket. So let's see what we got over here. We got Terex, Euclids, steam shovels we're coming up on, so be patient. I'm trying to get little pieces of everything here. Here's the old school D9, which will pretty much run forever. So simple. No electronics except the starter and the battery. It's got a winch. There's another big with ripper down there they're fixing up. No winch on this one. They use these for railroad recovery. When the trains come off the tracks, they'll pull these back on with these. It's a timeless machine, probably from the late 60s. Sprockets are kind of gone, but it's good for parade. There's an old dipper. don't know what it is. Dipper shovel. I had one of these Fergusons out of 165. It was really excellent. My favorite farm tractor. There's a big Massey Ferguson. Some of these had Perkins V8s in them. This must be the Massey Ferguson area. My favorite farm equipment my uncle had. Oh, Friends of Massey. That's funny. I gotta check this out. Little stuff. Let's see what we got here. That's a steam, the red one, steam powered, and the Bucyrus series over there is diesel. These were like up to the 1950s to 60s until hydraulic technology took over. It's all friction with cables. There's a boiler in there with steam, and that's a diesel. We'll try to look around a little bit and get some of this on film. Nice. Look at that. That's a 2. Wow, you gotta put wood in it to keep it going. It's a Buckeye. They call them Buckeyes. Look at that, huh? Imagine that on 100-degree all summer long. You're running that thing and sweating. I can't believe how hard that is doing that. Look, it's got to go on little iron wheels. You got to put its rails down. Thanks. That sounds good right there. It's got like a 3306 in there. Yeah, cat motor. Might be a Cummins. I'm not sure. I gotta look at it. Yeah, they're just demonstrating it. See, what you had to do is dip forward like that into a hillside. You couldn't dig down like a backhoe. These machines built all the highways in the United States. You know, people forget. Sounds really good. Mini Bobcat. Looks like the guy built this. Maybe he came that way. He built it in winches and a motor or a dipper shovel. That's pretty cool, man. Look at that. Get a better picture of that. These guys are famous Northwest shovel. See, these things, all the interstates you drive on in the United States, guess what dug them out in the canals? These things. You got to sit right there in that iron seat and all your strength on them brake pedals to hold the boom at a 100-degree day with no air conditioning and no fan. Wow, it's a big Detroit powered machine. They truck them here, it costs a fortune, and once they're here, they're pretty much here. That's the end. You know, it's like not a graveyard because they're fixing them and using them, but it's a museum. Look at this one. There's a bigger one in Bowling Green, Ohio I got to go to, but this one is closer. A 4-hour ride to get here. Bay City, we had one of these near us. I'm setting steel with it. My friend used to run that thing. Big Northwest, some old cats, old link belt. I want to see that go. Wow, Inslee's. They had this in Long Island. Oh, gee, they forgot that human being has to sit in that iron chair right there. After they built the crane. Oh yeah, we got to put a place for the guy to sit. So the handles and the foot pedals, you got to put all your weight on the foot pedals to keep the boom in position and slip them down like brakes on a car, and the handles make it go up and down. and all that noise and vibration behind your head. I think it's funny. Today they got air conditioning. It's like driving a Mercedes around compared to what it was back then. Wow. Look at. Now you see, that's a backhoe. That could dig down trenches. That's a big Northwest. Wow. That must have cost a fortune to get trucked here. I'm running out. Let's check out over here what's going on. I'm stepping in mud here. Hold on. Manitowoc. We're gonna see this. Wow, I gotta see this thing. That's huge. That must have cost a lot of money to get here. Anyway, it's getting muddy here, so if you sorry, Siri. Oh, excuse me, Lorraine. There's an old guy that needs restoration. Looks like a unit, maybe. Check this out. Link belt speeder has a famous one. That was one of the fastest ones. That's why I got, see, link belt shirt. See, ran a lot of link belts. Let's see. That's nice, Lorraine. Oh, we got a big something starting up over here. I couldn't see what it is. Dresser used to be international, and they got bought out by Poland, and now the Chinese have it called Dresser. It's Chinese. Look at the undercarriage on this thing. Like Russian. Looks like a Russian military carrier. With a riveted boom too. Wow, what is this thing? Oh, it's a Thew Lorraine. All from Ohio. Euclids. That's a nice dresser. This guy's running this thing. Old D8. It looks like a D8 cable shovel. Let's see how this thing goes. Cable dozer. I think that's a 977. Right up to the 1980s, I think they made this. Very, very strong. Slow, but very, very strong. Oh, he's coming here scraping some soil. Let's go back here by Manitowoc. I want to see this Manitowoc go up on top too. It will go up on top. See, Manitowoc still makes modern cranes. They're one of the best in the world. This must be one of the last of the friction dippers. See the modern boom design? That's a big I don't think they have it running. It's hard to find parts in some of these things. A lot of Buick series all over the place. All over the world. So let's see what we got back here. giant, that's a big Bucyrus Erie hydraulic excavator from the 70s and early 80s up there. They're gone now, they're no more. And a bunch of guys running these older machines. Mac. I'm trying to keep up with everything is. Let's see what they got. There's a little tiny Bucyrus Erie. That's like a mini excavator. Back then in the 50s and 40s. A unit. Lorraine. Nice. A lot of guys collect and restore these little D2s because you can fit them in a regular house. You know, like a small guy can have one with a little pickup truck. You don't need tractor trailers and all that. Look at this. There's one of the earliest. 1926. Look at this thing. That was a shovel. Before they had backhoes. Look, it pushed forward into the pile. It swang. That's pretty cool. Wood blocks on tracks. Look at this thing, man. I want to see this thing go. Gas motor. There's our CJ. Cool. Wow. I want to see this go. A steam shovel. I want to see this thing go. Look, where you plug the computer in. Where you plug the computer in, scan the codes, trouble codes. Hand crank. It is a unique shovel where the bucket stays flat to the ground when it booms out for unloading barges, the guy told me. Pretty cool. We're gonna go look in the back in a minute now. There's the other thing running. How they dug back in the old days. They didn't do it with shovels, right? Look at that. That's funny. Until you hit a rock, right? He's an old timer. He's like 75, running his Northwest. He probably ran it when it was new. You're gonna bury him, man. I'll get buried in that. Look at this guy. The guy built this thing. That sounds really good, that shovel. Anyway, we're heading down to the back where they have the twin engine Euclid Twin 671 dozer, the green one, which is world famous. There's only a few left in the world. And I think he got it running, I don't know. But at least we'll look at it and see. Oh, they got little trains here. Look at that, cool, man. Oh, for the little kids, that's nice. Check it out. I'm looking at this like, what is this? That goes in a coal mine. You gotta sit in that little tiny cab on your rear end.